see what we make of this, shall we? Let's try this instead. I feel like that simplifying my life might be the way to go. I think I should just pick a freaking platform and stick to it at this point. If it's not one thing, it's another. I just worry, I always worry a little bit that we have no control over these things, right? Here we go. I am back. There you go. Double checking that. Let's see what we hear here. Let's actually, yeah. Yeah, I feel like I should. I feel like maybe I overcomplicate things. I like, to me, in a magical world where you can just stream to multiple channels at the same time. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to do that, but there, Elizabeth with a Z was pointing out on the Twitch side that I think it's possible the simulcast thing might be the issue. Maybe there's just not enough bandwidth for that. Like I say, I love the Twitch chat. I love Twitch chat. I love the interface for the way you can chat with people. But YouTube is where I spend most of my time. So I wonder if maybe I should be spending more time there. Hello, Ivan. Hello, Anthony. Do you not use something like Streamlabs to multicast? No, I use I've just been using that's right. I've literally been using Streamlabs. Yes, I've been using Streamlabs. That's what I use. David, how goes it? Stitch. I'm very good, Stitch. Things are good. It's a birthday day around here because it's Jane's, my wife's birthday. Rebel Time Lady, thank you for the sound check. Casually Sandra says howdy, and I'm glad to hear it. Acceptable channel gets first. It's true. First on the second stream. On my second attempt at scripted streaming, anyways. All right. I feel bad for the Twitch people, but I think most people have access to YouTube. Do they not? Not everyone has Twitch, but I feel like most people have access to YouTube in some way, shape, or form. So you should be able to simul stream. Some of the folks I mod for stream on both. Yeah, this is it. So it's all supposedly set up to do that. And I have done it twice, 3 times. Well, I've done it a few times now at this point where I've definitely had it go to separate channels before. I tried doing Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. I thought that would be an interesting one because I've never actually tried streaming on Twitter. Of course, the Twitter stream didn't work, and like I say, I just feel like the other thing about Twitch is that it doesn't archive stuff, right? So I end up archiving stuff on YouTube anyways. So yeah, I'm talking myself out of Twitch pretty fast here. Why simulcast and cause complications unless I need to? David, the Twitch stream is not broken. The Twitch stream is just a David hearing simulator stream. Exactly. Second time's a charm. Happy birthday indeed. Didn't realize the stream switched. Oh, good. Well, that's even better. The Twitch stream is not broken. I've seen that. Yeah, YouTube is just a pain for moderators because the moderation suite is hot garbage. Twitch beats it by miles that way. Yes, Rebel. That's Cal's complaint. And I think one of the reasons I've stuck to Twitch is because at Cal's insistence, because she's, as she's very rightly puts it, it's designed to be moderated, whereas this is just not designed to be moderated right now. Sounds like you already picked a platform. I know, doesn't it? It sounds like I already did. I spend a lot of time on YouTube, just a ton of time. One of the exciting things I have to tell you, I should check. Let me just check my little email of awesomeness again and make sure there's a bunch of stuff in there. I ramble on about these orb spiders, which I'm just fascinated by. The idea that these spiders could be using fireflies as lures to bring in other fireflies, and that it's not being confirmed in any way. So I should be, critical thinking and all. I will cast a certain amount of doubt over this, but apparently the way they blink their lights has changed as well when they get attacked by. So basically when the spider gets them, gets that venom in them, wraps them up. They don't wrap them up like normal spiders, like you'd normally wrap up your little bug burrito. These spiders are leaving the abdomen free of webbing. And something about being wrapped up and, with venom running through their veins, these fireflies start blinking like female fireflies instead of male fireflies. Instead of doing this double double lighting disco beat. They just do the single pulse, which is what these female fireflies do. So what happens is all these macho looking for a date fireflies come flying back in, and they get caught in the web as well. So it's just kind of a fascinating study that looking into this stuff. So and I should wrap up because I see my wife is out and about again. It's her birthday. I don't want to be ignoring her for me to be geeking out in my sweaty streams. That sounds horrible, isn't it? My YouTubing. I'm a YouTuber, a sweaty YouTuber. Let me talk Burn&Learn for you for a second. Something I did not get to in my last attempt at streaming. So 45 minutes on the C2, which is this erg, as my sister says it's called. This is the is it a rowing machine? It's just a rowing machine. It's a rowing machine. I love it. I love it and I hate it, but I love it as much as I can love any machine that tortures me and makes me exercise. So 45 minutes on that, partially because I'm listening to everything I can right now about biology and space, because we've got this panel tomorrow, which is still a little vague as to what specifically we're getting into, but I just wanted to sort of brush up on some of the latest stuff that's going on. So I listened to a couple of really, really interesting podcast episodes. One of them, of course, is TED. I mean, the TED Radio Hour is just fantastic. This TED Radio Hour's got this great one, Searching for Alien Life. And the other one, which was amazing, was listening to this guy. Let me find the deets on him here. It's astrophysicist Adam Frank, and he's got this wonderful book called Little Book of Aliens that he was talking about, and I can't wait to read it, because it was like God, it was over an hour of them talking about this stuff, and he just covers so many different elements of this stuff. The Drake equation, the Fermi's paradox, the UFOs, the UAPs, whatever they're calling them now. They go into all sorts of stuff, alien, all these sort of this alien seen on Earth stuff, interstellar travel, convergent versus contingent. What is it? Is it contingent evolution? Biological AI, aliens as gods. I mean, it just goes into a ton of stuff. I can't wait to read this book. I think it's going to be amazing. Of course, I won't be able to get it read in time for chatting about it tomorrow, but I just thought it was kind of fun to touch on that stuff. So the learn part of my Burn&Learn today was really just about biology and space. I mean, what would aliens look like? What are we looking for when we look for aliens? There's this wonderful thing that he mentions about how our changing perspective on how we're looking for aliens, right? Like, we used to sort of just look up and go, oh my God, look, there are canals on the moon or Mars, whatever it is. So there's got to be aliens there. We should shine reflecty lights at them and see if we can, burn messages in fields on their planet, and vice versa. Then there was this move to radio waves. I mean, SETI is all about, beaming out messages and listening for messages, assuming that radio is what they'll all be using. Whereas now they've got this wonderful new, I'm not sure the exact term of it, but the idea that when a planet passes in front of a sun, you can get so much information about the atmosphere of that planet, using a type of spectroscopy. What is it called? Spectroscopy. Oh my God! It's one of those words I can't say. God damn it! It's one of those things that you've got to make sure that when it's in a script for sci-fi. It's one of those ones that I go, please God, please don't talk about spectrograms or spectrography or whatever it is. So there's this wonderful new tool we have, because we have sensors that are sensitive enough to pick up this stuff, that we can start detecting all sorts of emissions or lack of emissions on planets very, very far away. And so we're hoping to get a better sense of what's out there or not out there. We've become more passive in we've become stalkers, basically, instead of like obnoxious theater students singing out songs and sending out albums and stuff. Like, I feel like we're, up until, the gold record and all that stuff that we sent out, in the 70s, feels a bit like, here, look at my demo, look what we've done. and now we're a bit more like, I wonder if there's life over there. Let's have a look. Let's explore. And we're less concerned about trying to communicate with them as we are just trying to detect their existence. So it's spectroscopy. Thank you, spectroscopy. My God, that is like, it's that, and what's the other one? I can't. Nuclear. I always get nuclear wrong as well. Spectroscopy. I better get good at that because I'm going to want to throw that in tomorrow for sure. Good evening, Matt W. Good evening, Paige and James. Why don't Wraith ever have friends? They always end up sucking the life out of them. It's so true, James. What else we got? Wait, you threw that joke in more than once? You thought it was that good? Welcome, James, and your terrible Wraith humor. How many aliens speak English, though? I mean, and this is the other thing, is like, we're even questioning whether, we've always sort of assumed that they would understand math. We would start with like 1 + 1 is 2, and then we'd move on to pi, and then we'd come up with all these complex ways of having discussions with them. There are so many biases in our own understanding. Like we are putting our own experience of communicating into all of these studies. I mean, like what radio, like, look, radio's beginning to, radio broadcasts are something that's already fading from our own day-to-day existence. No offense to the radio people out there, but, but that was the focus back then. They thought, any truly sophisticated civilization is going to have radio. So we gotta check that out. And of course, they're going to be broadcasting signals, trying to communicate with whoever's out there. And also, what are we going to see when we get out there? Or are we ever going to get out there? That's the other thing. Is like, if we can't figure out faster than light travel, then that's kind of puts a bit of a damper on getting out there. I loved, there was a theory someone was talking about, that the first thing we would meet are transformers, because the first thing that we would meet is any kind of technology that advanced civilizations had sent out. So there's this idea that you're looking for either biological signs of life, like these, like detecting, the methane and and basically pollution that may have been created by advanced civilizations. And then there's this whole other side of stuff, which is looking for, So there's this whole idea of looking for a biological signs of life that are sort of naturally occurring because of the life as it does its business. And then there's also the technology signs that we're looking for. Like, are we going to see canals? Are we going to see, structures and Dyson spheres and all this kind of stuff? It's an interesting aside there was that they were saying that the Dyson sphere doesn't work as a sphere. It probably, if they were going to build things to capture the energy of suns, it probably wasn't going to be a circle. It was probably going to be more of a square, maybe not even a square. But the idea that they worked out that a sphere would be just too much risk of it knocking into the sun and causing troubles and things. So, what else we got in here? Aliens do start with 1 + 1. Just ask all the aliens that came to America. Exactly. Well, this is the other thing that's fascinating, is that, how do we explore the universe around us without, immediately sort of pillaging and plundering and sort of stomping around, wrecking things? There was a really interesting one at the end of the TED Talk where they were talking about, is it our responsibility to spread life through the universe? That's a weird one. Because I sort of go like, I find it unlikely that we're alone. Also, as it just statistically, it seems unlikely to me. But we haven't found anything, so who knows? Just given the sheer number of, like, what is it? 1 in 5 planets has a Earth-like. Was it 1 in 5 solar systems in our galaxy has Earth-like planets or whatever it is. I can't remember what the exact specific was, but basically the numbers are so great that it seems unlikely that we are the only planet that has life. The question is, should we be spreading life beyond our own planet ourselves. My feeling is that I feel like instinctively we're going to do that no matter what anyways. The question is, how do we do that? Like, do we send little, life creating capsules to other galaxies in the hope of starting other civilizations there? Or what happens if we do that and there's already civilizations there? And what do we mean by civilizations? Is it like a giant slime mold that all works together? Does it, why would it think why would alien races think the way we do? And why would they look like us or act like us? Or, how disappointing would it be to show up on another planet and there's just people like us? It's like, oh, look at that. It seemed unlikely somehow. Also, 1 in 3 David streams works. It's true. I would say that. I like to, I like to destroy my streams as much as possible. I get the Expanse vibes when this question comes up. Yeah, the Expanse did some fun exploration of that. And this guy who is going to be on the panel tomorrow, I'm reading his book right now as well. Miles Cameron, I believe his name is. I'm just going to check it right here. Reading a book called Artifact Space by Miles Cameron. And it's not most suited to the idea of talking about biology in space, to be honest. His focus seems to be more on sort of these military systems. But he does talk about these sort of starfish aliens, and he does talk about the physical requirements, and the Expanse does a lot of this as well, where they're talking about the physical demands of space travel and thus the need for like drugs and systems to support our little bags of water when we try to attempt to go to other planets and stuff. So it's a fun. I gotta say, I'm enjoying the read though. I think he's a Canadian guy, but his name is Miles Cameron, and the book is called Artifact Space. And I would suggest. I really like. I gotta say, I'm listening to it on Audible, which I never do. I don't like listening to fiction on audiobooks. I just don't like it. I don't like people doing voices and stuff. But the person who's doing it here, Nenka Akoya, is reading it, and they're doing a great job. I mean, there's a few, silly voices and stuff required for those radio dramas for some reason. I generally on Audible, I'm listening to nonfiction stuff because they don't do silly voices and don't try to act. But of this, fiction type stuff, I'm really, certainly sci-fi stuff, I'm quite enjoying this. And Miles has done a great job. I'm sort of looking forward to meeting the guy because he's got some amazing world building stuff going on there. And I think he's probably ex-military, is a sense I get, because the way he describes the structures and the systems within these massive great ships, as he calls them, all named after old Earth cities, which I like as well. It's really fun. Yeah, it's really very interesting. The problem I see is that our fastest and greatest jumps in technology are because of war. So if war drove us to space travel, is it likely that it was the same for aliens? Yeah, potentially. I mean, it's an interesting thing. Like we probably wouldn't have the bomb if it wasn't for the Second World War, right? We wouldn't have nuclear energy if the Second World War hadn't pushed us into using it. Rick, you're welcome. I just finished Atlantis. Thanks for streaming, David. This is like extra for free. Yeah, slightly more dazed, confused, and exhausted. But yes, these are just basically the point of these for me is it's my little reward for having done my exercise. I do my exercise. I leap off and had for a while there been just jumping straight into streams. I've not been doing it recently, frankly, because there's just been too much to do, too much going on, too many things to worry about. But I'm going to try to get back into it more. I'm not sure whether I'm going to do them as, like I say, as Burn and Learn streams, or whether I'm going to do them as something else. But I'd like to start doing some more regular streaming because I miss it, and I feel like every time I come back to it after a week or whatever, I got to learn all over again. Like I'm literally trying to figure out how to do the freaking microphone every time because there's such so much time to forget everything in between. So, did you by any chance find the name of the guy who gave you the Atlantis gate? I did. I got an email. I got an email from him, and I'm going to look it up right now. Let's have a look. Yeah, it was amazing, wasn't it? Absolutely amazing. Stargate. Nope. No, not that. Questions, orders. That is the wrong. Maybe that's because I'm in the wrong account. Let's have a look here. Here we go. Stargate. Yeah, it was got a really nice Marek. Yes, his name is Marek. He's got amazing stuff. He's making some more gates. There are 2 public GitHub repositories. I will put them in here. Let's have a look here. Copy link address. Again, I haven't really sort of vetted these, but I'm sure it's fine. That's the GitHub for it. And let me find. Was there any other information? Connecting with me. There you go. He's got a Discord, and he's got a. Oh, he's holding off on giving out his personal details, which is why I created these dedicated channels. Oh, instead of a dedicated Discord server and email address for this project, you're welcome to share this as you like. Oh, great. Okay, good. So there you go. So there's the Discord. Go check it out. This is this amazing Stargate replica that Marek put together. And gave me one of only 2, I believe, and it's just extraordinary. So let me throw that in there for you. There you go. That's his Discord, and he's got his own. Which is why I created these dedicated channels. You know, I'll just leave it the Discord because I'm not sure if he wants his email shared as well. Oh, that is a different one. That is a different email. Okay, so no, I guess that is. I'll leave it at that, just in case, because I just don't want to. I don't want to, dox the guy. It's just amazing what he's done. He built this beautiful thing, and if you check one of the older Burn&Learns, and you'll see I showed it off. It's just amazing. Discord invite is expired. Well, that's useless. All right, well then maybe I will put this out then. Let's see. Yeah, he's got a separate email for it, so I think I'm all right sharing this. Let's do this. Here we go. That's the email for him. So if you want to sort of touch base and find out what he's up to, he is. I mean, the design work is brilliant. The issue obviously is I don't think he could be selling them outright because they're not. It's an intellectual property right. I mean, it's like Stargate's not going to let you sell Stargate props without without paying massive hefty licensing fees or whatever. So, I am seeing some stuttering still on this channel, which is really weird. Given that I've got, as I say, I've got this wired in now. Like I am hardwired into the internet at this point. So, Johnny Wednesday, cool, very good. Discord invite is expired. Yes. Here we go. I'm going to wrap up because, frankly, I'm losing the thread. I'm tired and not making a lot of sense, but I have exercised, and that's what I love about it. And I got to say hi, which is great. And I got to tell you about tomorrow. Yes. If anyone does want to come by, please come by, say hi. If you've got questions during the panel, try to keep them to sci-fi biology. That'd be great. I mean, you're welcome to make that about Stargate biology, but I'd love to, if we can, keep it on track. Like I say, it's just a free event. It's for the University of Toronto, their Scarborough campus, and yeah, it should be fun. I mean, talking about aliens and space travel and all that kind of jazz and science fiction and how it's inspired some biological stuff, discoveries, and also vice versa. I think it's more the opposite, to be honest. I feel like I'm not sure that there's a lot of sci-fi that is inspired biology in my mind, but I know that sci-fi is very much inspired by biology, and I think more than anything, perhaps it's inspiring people into learning more about the biology of stuff that's out there. So I'm curious to see how the chat goes. It should be fun. As I say, we've got Miles Cameron on there as well, and his book, which is called Artifact Space. You should check that out as well. And happy birthday to Jane. Happy birthday to Jane, because it's her birthday. And I'm going to go and watch a movie with her now, and I'm going to go and take her out for a lovely dinner And I'm very looking forward to spending some time with my fabulous wife, who's always far too busy, so she's taken today off. She's literally taken today off. She's like, well, I say that. She's had a couple of meetings. But she's basically kept the day free. She just wants to hang out, do stuff, and, of course, prep for an 80th birthday party tomorrow. She's not 80, to be very clear. It's my stepmom who's turning 80. So I'm out of here. I got to go. I like how he called the gate, what does he call it? Chapel High in the code. Did he? Oh, good. Have a good weekend. Yes, good for you. Greetings from Germany. Very good. Heckle Joe to buy the rights again. Yeah, if Joe's got the money, great. That'd be fantastic. There's a lot on Etsy that are starting. Yeah, I think there's a lot of sort of fan-built stuff that people sell. I mean, look, techbandits.org. I got a bunch of, McKay-related Stargate stuff as well that I do, just because there was nothing out there. I mean, the MGM are so terrible at merchandising that there's just, I went looking for a good McKay t-shirt. I couldn't find any, so I made my own. I guess I should put that in the chat too, shouldn't I? That is techbandits.org. Go check the store out on that link. Go check out techbandits.org, and there's a store link, and you can check there and get yourself a t-shirt. David, how much for you to grow a beard, 1 year beard grow, no shaving or trimming allowed? How much to grow a beard? How long would it take me to grow a beard? I don't even know how long this is. I'll have to do like a experiment. I'll shave, and then we'll check from there and see how it goes. The problem I find is whenever I grow a nice, good mustache or something, first off, my wife complains. Secondly, my son makes fun of me. Thirdly, some job comes up where they want me to shave or something. So, it's true, Tina. It's very true that MGM is terrible at merch. David, happy birthday to Jane. Thank you very much. Acceptable channel. Blue bricks. Have you seen this blue brick stuff? It looks like Playmobil to me, but not even good Playmobil. It just feels like, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be dissing stuff that I know nothing about, but if you're going to do Lego, do Lego. Don't, what, blue bricks? I don't know. And I looked at the ZPM. It just didn't look like a ZPM. I 3D print it. I like the 3D printed stuff better. Okay. So, yes, I was very excited to see the blue brick stuff. I was excited to see at least some Lego-like Stargate stuff. But I just, I don't know. Again, it just feels like, what's blue bricks? Has anyone heard of it before? In all honesty, do people? Is this a brand that existed before in any way, shape, or form? I guess I should look it up, shouldn't I? Well, good for them for getting it. Blue bricks. They call blue bricks. Blue bricks. There you go. No, is it blue bricks? Nope. What are they called? Stargate blue bricks. Let's have a look. There you go. Stargate blue bricks. BRIXX. Blue bricks. Let's have a look. I just don't know who they are. Snoopy and the Peanuts. Adventure. Animals. I mean, I guess they're cutish, sort of. Ooh, I like the deer head. Mechanical centipede. I mean, they got some cool stuff. I always worry that it's like, it just looks, it's a bit like a Lego. It's Lego. It's like a Lego ripoff, isn't it? I guess it's not. It's sort of, no, it is. It's like, look at it. The bricks are literally the same as, I don't know. This seems a little bit like a Lego knockoff, but okay. But you know what? If it's good, it's good. Look, I mean, I haven't tried it, so I should give it a go, I suppose. Is this just someone doing their own thing? Blue Bricks Pro, even. They've got a Star Trek tricorder. And there's a Stargate gate room. All right. Well, I mean, look, maybe there's something to it. It's just odd because, as always with MGM, it's never like it's never like a pop figure or a Lego kit. It's like blue bricks and some weird side some company that I've never heard of that's got the rights to whatever. What is this? $5, Nicholas Field. Do you have a website with info for the panel talk tomorrow? Yeah, let me see if I can find that for you. I mean, my website is Tech Bandits, but I don't think I put anything on that about it. I'll give you Tech Bandits. Let me see if that works. So that's the that's my Tech Bandits one. And now let's have a look at this. I'm gonna just go through my history and I can find you. I can find you that for you. I can find you that for you. Find you that for you, I shall. Where are we here? Where are you? Don't mind me. I'll be here, working my way through my history. It's amazing. I go through my history. I go like, oh yeah, I was working on that. Oh yeah, I was working on that. Oh my God, I forgot about that. There we go. There you go. That is the homecoming information. So that is the link for it. Please do not look up Blue Waffle. Okay. I know you mentioned your stream today on YouTube that you are having issues learning how to set up the stream and maybe having hardware issues. You have many of us here who are happy to help. Oh, thank you very much, Nerdy Times. It's very kind of you. I think it's more of a, what do they call it? A 1.10T problem. The idiot problem. It's just that I don't have anything set up and left set up. I used to have a PC that was just doing that, but that's died. So I've gone back to using the laptop, and of course the laptop, every time I use it for something different, like for a Zoom chat or whatever, I seem to set it up differently and in different places. So it's just, other the chat is way faster than video. Yeah, I don't know what is going on with the streaming today. I'm assuming it's an issue with my network, but who the hell knows? All right. They also did the Pegasus. What's this? Not a talk for here, apparently. Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. Okay, yeah. What is it? I have the Deep Space Nine, really, from Blue Bricks. See, I've never even heard of Blue Bricks. It's a small fan-made company doing merch for sci-fi fandoms. Oh, okay, so I shouldn't diss it then. All right. Well, that's cute. I mean, if that is what they're doing, then I'm behind that. That's great. I just worry that they couldn't work out a deal with Lego. Like, Lego just seems like an obvious choice for this. The Blue Bricks thing, which I like the idea that there's a bunch of fan base stuff. It looks. Where is it based? Is it German? I guess it must be German. I'll look into it for sure. I'll do a kit. I'll try. Maybe I'll build the ZPM or something, or the ZPM. I'm looking up a ZPM now. It's a very lumpy looking ZPM, I'd have to say. Oh, they have a video of actually building it. Okay, there you go. Yeah. And look, they've got all the Stargate stuff around. Yeah, I mean, all right. I'll check it out. I will definitely check it out. I shouldn't be dissing it before. It's just so funny. It's totally, I'm just being a total snob. To me, it's like, if you're doing merchandise for science fiction, you have pop figures, which would just make a lot of sense. Not that I particularly love pop figures more than anything else. They just seem to be the de facto standard for this stuff. And then, of course, when it comes to building kits out of blocks made of plastic with little dimples on them to hold them together, that's kind of Lego's thing, isn't it? Anyways. All right. So if Lego doesn't do it, fans in Blue Bricks have to. Okay. Yeah. No, that's fair enough, Tina. That's fair enough. You're right. That's right. Bandits Project, a new streaming rig. Ooh, that'd be fun. ZPM. There's a lot of Lego-like building blocks. Yeah, I know. There's one that, oh my God, there's one that we used to get every so often for Baz, and it was terrible. It is amazing how bad a Lego ripoff can be. I'm not saying that about Blue Bricks. I'm saying that about other ones that have been out there. There was a bunch of Pokemon ones for a while there that would do these little brick versions of Pokemon, and we used to get them for Baz. And they were just they would disintegrate in the sun. I mean, it was just it was amazing. We need Universe back, but we all know it won't happen. Yeah, we need them all back. Lego has restrictions around what sort of military stuff could be in there. Yeah, ZPM wouldn't count as a military thing, and the Stargate stuff, you could do Atlantis. You could do. There's tons of stuff. There's no. I don't think the military issue was what was the issue with I don't think you'll find Lego's issue was with the military stuff. I think you'll find that there's probably extremely difficult to work out a deal with MGM is probably what happens. I hate to break this off, but you have a movie to watch, sir. It's true. It's true. I've got a birthday girl to go and entertain. All right, everyone. Be brave, be kind, be brilliant. Until we geek again, I will say cheerio and huzzah, and hopefully I'll be a little less flustered. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. I have to figure something out to make this a more seamless process to share my sweaty workouts with you in a better, more easier to watch way. All right, everyone. Thank you all, and we'll talk soon. Happy birthday to Jane! Yay! See ya. All right, let's see if I can actually stop this properly this time. Last time I killed it somehow too early, and Twitch kept restarting the stream and announcing it to people throughout the night that I was restarting a